Hi guys, California. I really want to talk about Prop 50 and the fact that we're kind of down to the wire. People are going to be getting their ballots and sending them in. And I just wanted to talk about a few things because there is not a lot of information in the booklet that clearly describes what's really going on here. And I just feel like it's really important for everyone to have all of the information. And I would never tell anybody how to vote. I just feel like it's really important for me to share why I'm going to be a no on Prop 50, and that's a hard no for me. And here are the reasons. First of all, in the booklet it says it's going to be temporary. I would just like to remind everybody that there's pretty much never been a time where the government has taken away our rights temporarily and then given them back. So that's the first thing that's really important. The second thing is, in the booklet it says it's going to cost a few $1 million. It's going to cost anywhere between $250 and $300 million when this is all said and done, of California taxpayer money. So like, that's a lie number one. Lie number two. And the third lie to me, which is the most important, is that Gavin Newsom is doing this because of Texas redrawing their maps. Okay, so there's a lot of information here, and I'm going to try and make it quick, but it's kind of difficult. So first of all, I'd like to say that Texas is constitutionally drawing their maps. They were unconstitutionally drawn before, and so they are fixing that. And what Newsom and the Democrats here in California are doing is unconstitutionally redrawing the maps, because it's supposed to happen every 10 years, and we're in year 6, and it's also supposed to be done by an independent commission of Republicans, Democrats, and independents. And that is definitely not what happened. In fact, at the assembly member meeting, when asked about who drew the maps in the first place, they refused to answer. And of course, now we find out that was the DCCC, which, I'm going to butcher this, but it's the Democratic Congressional something committee. I'm not going to remember it. Anyways, so that is run by Nancy Pelosi, I think, and her Democratic crew. So right there, they didn't do it legally or constitutionally. So that's a big red flag, and 3 lies right there is where I'm a hard no on Prop 50. The other thing that's really important to think about right now is because California is already out of balance with the representatives. So that we have 52 districts, and right now, before we even redraw the maps, our numbers are something like 43-9. There's 43 Democrats and 9 Republicans, and that's pretty far apart. And this congressional redrawing would actually make it to be way smaller for the Republicans. I think it's something like 4 Republicans, so that would mean 48, I think. Really out of balance. And if you just look at this last election cycle for the presidency, 56 or 58% of Californians voted for Kamala Harris, and I think it was like 38% Republican, and the rest was independent. But if you just look at those numbers right there and compare them to our representatives, we're already not represented fairly, especially Republicans. So basically, this would disenfranchise millions of voters, millions, even further than they already are. And to go back to that temporary thing, maybe they do make it temporary, and in 2030 it goes back. However, 5 years is a really long time for them to push a lot of things through that people will not be able to vote on, because this redrawing of the congressional maps is going to basically take away millions of votes, millions of voices, completely disenfranchise people. So I just want everyone to have all that information. Oh, and additionally, I guess they didn't put all the correct information in these little booklets that were delivered to everybody, and so they're having to reprint them because they didn't word it correctly. It's just like, why it's so frustrating. So for me, honestly, with all that put together, it's such a mess. So it's a no for me. I encourage you to do your own research if you don't want to take my word for it. But I can tell you that if Prop 50 passes, like, it could be catastrophic for California, and it would be really sad to see. So that's all for now. I just wanted to share with everybody so they can have all the information to make an informed decision. All right, I hope you all have a beautiful day.